Hey guys, welcome to Dragonball I Wonder episode 15. And one thing I've always wondered about Dragon Ball is why is it that there's a lot of inconsistencies when it comes to Goku's lifting strength. Now I'm sure we all have seen Goku do some pretty amazing things throughout the series, even without the use of ki. But one of the things that I've always wondered, at least ever since I've seen it, was why is that uh, in the other world, Goku was only shown to be able to lift in his normal form about, let's say, less than 40 tons. I say less because he was having no problem with, what was it, 2 tons or 5 tons on each arm or something. But as soon as he said 10 tons per arm, he was saying that was way too much. Now, I've heard some people claim that they did this for a gag, and I'm not exactly sure whether or not that's correct, though, because I mean, it might just be one of those inconsistencies. Because I've seen Goku lift more than that, or at least it seems like he's lifted more than that. I mean, if you look at the grand scale of things, like 10 tons per arm isn't really that much, and considering he's dead, he should be able to lift more than that. Now, I've heard some people also claim that the reason why Goku was struggling with that was because the other world had much higher gravity, or at least Grand Kai's planet had much greater amount of gravity than Earth, so he might be able to lift more on Earth. I mean, that's an interesting theory, but that's not really something you could prove. I mean, it is true that they have more gravity there, but that shouldn't really have as much of an impact on Goku lifting those. At least not to the point where he can't lift them. Like maybe he'd slow down, but can't. Well, not being able to lift it. I mean, that's kind of far fetched to me. Now, of course, when he turns Super Saiyan, he can lift it no problem. But I mean, even his regular form, I've still seen him lift what seems to be like more than 10 tons. Like for instance, there was when Goku lifted that rock or whatever to throw at Gohan when he had the Z sword. Like, remember when he was trying to find like the biggest rock that he could, and he lifted it out of the ground and essentially threw it at Gohan, and he pretty much treated the rocket like it was no problem. Now, as big as that rock is, you'd think that that would be heavier than 40 tons, considering and like believe me, I've lifted up rocks before, especially when I was a kid, and they're not light. Let me tell you that. Uh, like rocks above a certain size, I was never able to lift. But this is Goku we're talking about, and I believe Supreme Kai's planet also has heavier gravity. So if Goku can lift a huge rock, which has higher gravity, then shouldn't that mean that he can lift more than 40 tons? And even if that's not evidence that he can lift 40 tons, I mean, come on, this is Goku we're talking about. He's trained for years. He can blow up planets and stuff, but he can't lift more than 10 tons per arm, really, or rather 10 tons per limb, because that includes the legs too. Now, I'm sure many of you also, well, if you count this, then I'm sure many of you remember Super Saiyan 4 Goku and how he was pretty much only able to lift uh, the city. In other words, he was. I mean, a city's definitely way more than 40 tons, obviously. I mean, it's not really much of a debate. But, I mean, you'd think as a Super Saiyan 4, he would be able to lift like a moon or something. I mean, I feel they really downplay like how strong Goku should be. I honestly think he should be a lot stronger than he is, especially because of the multipliers that Super Saiyan add. On top of that, how much stronger Goku's gotten throughout the years. I mean, any athletic person will tell you that the more you train, the stronger you get. And even if you don't train specifically in lifting strength, if you train your upper body at all, you'll still gain more lifting strength. So even if you don't lift weights per se, you'll still gain more lifting strength if you improve your upper body. At least that's what I've heard from people who actually train themselves. Well, anyway, that's been my video. See you guys later.